Post-lockdown, we have always been burdened with lots of stresses. May it be financial stress, may it be work stress, may it be emotional stress, may it be the stress in the shoulders, back pains, musculoskeletal stress. Lot many stresses have come up after this lockdown. An excellent way to deal with these stresses is a technique which we call as ELB, Emotional Liberated Breathing, where we break the connection between the emotions in the brain and the emotions in the muscles or in the joints. Many a times it happens, we do have pain in the back or in the knee or any other joint, but it has an emotional connection from our brain. We do look into the localized back pain or knee pain or ankle pain, but with ELB, we can actually go into the patient's brain to break that connection so that his emotional fear, anxiety, depression, withdrawal, frustration shall not increase his pain in the musculoskeletal structures. Here we have Suman with us. She underwent ELB and she would like to share her experience after the ELB. She went under ELB yesterday. And she would like to, I'd like you to speak out. What did you feel after the ELB session?
So the most important thing, Doc, is the fact that, when you counseled me like before the session and when you spoke about the trust factor.
Yes.
So that is one thing, and I was completely aware that nothing is going to happen to me.
Yes.
I have people who will take care of me, and that helped me let go of. And
yes.
just let
so you
go.
had full faith in the therapist.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
100%. So during the session also, I was aware of what's happening.
Yes.
But I didn't care.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Were you caring about the people around you and the surroundings and the work a lot earlier?
Earlier, yes.
Okay.
Earlier, yes. So I was holding myself back. I was stressed out. As you rightly said, corporate world gives you a lot of stress.
Yes.
But like on top of that, now the work down situation is just added on to that, burden. Especially for female employees, the work-life balance, because you have family also to manage.
We need,
you have other things also.
Yes.
Balancing between the two was becoming increasingly difficult.
Okay.
And then corporate world itself is a very, very demanding thing.
Yes, no doubt.
All this while, I was of the opinion that, okay, I'm a very strong person. Let me keep everything to myself because I cannot put my vulnerable side outside.
Yes, you can expose that.
Yeah. And then I'm sure it would have broken me after a certain period of time. If not today, then maybe, after like a month down the line. So I'm really, really happy that I went through this session, which allowed me to just vent out my feelings, my emotions, and it has helped me a great deal. I was aware of what I'm doing, but I didn't want to hold it back.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
So you let the things go.
Yeah, and because I knew, number one, if something goes drastically wrong, I have people to take care of me. But the emotional aspect, nobody's judging me.
Yes.
So I can just let go, free myself, and just vent out all my emotions.
Yes.
And that has helped me. So I'm sleeping. I'm still sleepy. And yesterday when I went back, I still had work to cater to. But I could prioritize. Okay, what is important? What is not very important.
Earlier, everything was equally important.
Everything was important.
Now, at least you could rationalize what is more important, what is less important.
What is less important. Something that I can park it for later on.
Yes.
And I did that.
Wonderful.
Last night, all right. And yes, I'm still doing that mental math, doing the calculation, all right, doing the prioritization, okay, what is important. But at least I'm able to deprioritize certain things, which I was not doing earlier.
Which was burdening you.
Yeah. And I could think about, my emotions. Although today, if I talk about it, like frankly, I'm a little sad.
Yes.
And
it'll reset the nervous system, so you might get different
little
emotions.
Touchy also.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm feeling lighter also.
Okay.
Plus, I'm loving the fact that I'm feeling sleepy all the time, because I think my body, my mind needs that rest.
Which you haven't got since many years.
Since like donkey's years now.
Okay.
Because
so
I'm
you slept
otherwise
nicely
also a light
last
sleeper.
night.
Yes. I slept like a log. I woke up I think thrice.
Wonderful.
Between like 12:30 to 9 o'clock.
Hmm.
But every time I hit the bed again, I just slept off.
Wonderful.
Yeah, without any thought, without any worries.
Hmm.
And morning when I woke up, I had a meeting, early meeting, but then I woke up fresh.
Hmm.
Okay, so physically I was tired because I wanted to sleep more, but mentally I was fresh.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So you could compartmentalize the thoughts.
Yes,
You could balance the thoughts,
balance the thoughts.
and you could sleep well.
I could sleep
So
well.
you benefited in these three areas.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And given an opportunity, I would definitely want to make it a recurring thing. This
Yep.
session.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't just becomes once in a
Yeah,
lifetime
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And I'm sure everybody would benefit out of it. But the most important lesson or the thing that you told me that I have to trust my therapist.
Yes, you need to trust
Very,
the
very
therapist because it's not easy to undergo this.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
fighting it out.
True.
You're in a swamp.
Yeah, and then
And-
you don't have to be conscious.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just let loose, let it go. All right.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and I know I howled. I know I was crying, but I couldn't care
That's okay.
less.
Yes,
yeah,
that's okay. Yes.
Because I know, like, I have pent up emotions, personal as well as
Yes,
work related,
yes,
and
that has
I
to
think
be-
it's majorly it's the work pressure, which is kind of making me vulnerable and pulling me down,
Yeah.
which I think I was able to surface out of, as you said, the
Wonderful.
swamp, to a large extent after the session.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thanks for your wonderful, kind words and your
Most
awesome
of the pleasure
feedback.
is all mine.
And in
Yeah.
case you also are
Thank you,
undergoing
Madhu. Thank you, Madhu. Thank you,
work-related stress, anxiety, any pulling down feeling, you're always welcome to go and undergo. You're always welcome to undergo a ELB session.
I would definitely
Thank you.
recommend.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.